Yes guys, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Spain won, Argentina nil. Spain win the World Cup for the second time in their history. I'm here to talk about it in this video. It's been a long time since I've actually come on here to talk football, all things football, few months to be precise, but here we are again. A lot has happened. PSG have won the Champions League since my last video. Lots has gone down. I'm here to talk about it in this video, but we're gonna start with the World Cup, of course. It's been a fantastic tournament, you know, and congratulations to Spain. Spain fully deserve it. Champions of the world. Ferran Torres with the winning goal. I'm going to break it down in this video. I'm going to start with the cup final first. Then I'm going to talk about the World Cup, you know, some of the stories we've had in this World Cup. Cape Verde, you know, etc., etc. Mexico, and so on and so on. And yeah, and in terms of Liverpool news, Dominic Szoboszlai signs a new deal, which is always amazing news for us. And yeah, we needed that. I'm not going to lie, especially given the fact that we've lost Salah, Konate, and Robertson. But I'm going to talk about Liverpool a little bit later on in this video or in a separate video. All right, let's get down to it then. The World Cup final. Honestly speaking, I was not one of the people to have said that Spain were going to win this World Cup. I didn't really fancy them, you know. Obviously, they are one of the best teams in the world. They are the best right now. But going into the tournament, I didn't have Spain as one of the standout teams at all, you know. And when they drew Cape Verde in that opening game, 0-0, I just thought, yeah, maybe they're not going to win it. But they've proven me wrong. Since then, 7 clean sheets in a row. Well, not in a row, but overall in 8, only conceding to Belgium, you know. Rodri has had an outstanding tournament. And just a quick word on Rodri. He has completed the set now. You know, he joins a special list of players to have won the World Cup, the Ballon d'Or, and the Champions League, which is amazing. You know, a great company to be in, you know, for Rodri, you know, amongst legends like Lionel Messi, Ronaldinho, Zinedine Zidane. It's absolutely amazing. So, yeah, Spain deserved it. But on the balance of players, well, they were by far the better team. In the first half wasn't really too eventful. We had a long half-time break that we had to wait for, which was frustrating, but we got there in the end. Second half, Spain really started to ramp up the pressure. You know, they were testing Emi Martinez quite a lot. Argentina offered next to nothing, no threat. Lionel Messi was stifled in the game throughout as well. So, yeah, I thought Spain done everything they could to win the game, and they deserved it. Koulibaly, young player of the tournament, thoroughly deserved. This kid is absolutely class, you know. If he wasn't world class before, he certainly is world class now. He was cool as ice, cool as you could think of, really. Amazing performance from him in this World Cup. But Spain just clicked into gear as the tournament went on, you know. Mikel Merino got some vital winners against Portugal and Belgium, you know, along the way. And they were just incredible, Spain. Honestly, you could not get past them, the way they keep the ball, you know. And De La Fuente deserves a lot of credit for that, you know, because Spain's golden generation were, you know, for me, arguably the best international team I've ever seen, you know, the likes of Iniesta, Busquets, Xavi, Fabregas, David Silva. The list goes on and on. Iker Casillas, you know. Spain deserved this, honestly. From an Argentina point of view, I can see why a lot of people didn't want them to win. Obviously, they were the current defending champions at the time. But compared to the World Cup in Qatar, they were riding on a lot of fortunate moments. But I have to commend their spirit. You know, they did come from behind to beat Egypt 2-0, to go 2-0 down and win 3-2. Messi had an amazing tournament once again. You know, the greatest footballer of all time. That does not change. But yeah, Argentina for me did what they could. They tried to make it an ugly game, but there's only so many times you can do that, to be honest with you. And Spain is the wrong team to do that against. But one moment which really changed the game was Enzo Fernandez's red card towards the end. Absolutely. I don't know what he was thinking with that tackle. He's on a yellow card and he goes diving into Koulibaly. Straight red. That tackle could have been a red by itself, to be honest with you. But yeah, once that happened, it was just a case of, you know, Argentina trying to hold on for penalties, but they weren't really going to do that, were they? I mean, it would have been, you know, some achievement if they had got to penalties and won it. But listen, Spain do this to everyone, so I'm not criticizing the way Argentina played, you know. Tactically, it was enthralling. It is exactly how a World Cup final should be. It was a bit similar to Germany, Argentina, Spain when they beat the Netherlands back in 2010 when Iniesta scored the winning goal. He was in attendance along with his teammates back from 2010. David Villa was instrumental in that tournament. So Spain are a massive football nation, man. I'm very happy for them. On the day, like I said, day after the final, on this lovely sunny Monday afternoon, and yeah, they deserve it. Lamine Yamal, phenomenal talent. He didn't have the best World Cup from an individual point of view, but he still played his part, and yeah, he had a good final. Dani Olmo played well. Spain were the only team that looked like scoring, to be honest with you. Argentina were just sort of hoping for that moment of luck. They did rally after Ferran Torres scored the winning goal. But let's talk about the winning goal. Ferran Torres, fantastic finish. Porro whips in the cross, and it ends up somehow reaching the back post, and Nico Williams heads it back into the danger zone. And what a finish from Ferran Torres, a player who, he's not a star player like Lamine Yamal or a Rodri or anything like that, but he is underrated. He has been very good for Barcelona. Whenever Lewandowski wasn't able to play, he would fill in, score the goals, and this kind of moment, obviously the biggest moment of his football career, by far, should kick him on, in terms of his career. He's always been a decent player. He can run in behind, but he was guilty of missing so many chances in the past. But when Spain needed him the most, he comes up clutch. And there's nothing better than a World Cup winning goal, alongside the Champions League as well. It's the trophy you want to win in your football career. And it was a fantastic finish from Ferran. And from that moment, Spain pretty much had it in the bag. They were conceding a few silly fouls. Argentina had that chance towards the end with Simeone. But other than that, it wasn't to be for Argentina, as Spain win their second World Cup. Messi would have loved to have won another World Cup, but one is enough. He had a fantastic tournament. 8 goals, 4 assists. He scored a hat-trick on the opening game against Algeria. I mean, what more can Lionel Messi do? 39 years old, dragging his nation once again, and I felt like the likes of Alvarez and Lautaro could have done more. Obviously, Lautaro got the winning goal against England, unfortunately. I wanted England there, but, listen, fair play to Argentina as well for the fighting spirit they've shown throughout this tournament. But in that final, once Spain got going, there was only going to be one winner, and the red card obviously made things a lot more difficult for Argentina. But all in all, like I said, they'll come back, they'll reassess. I think the squad does need to change from an Argentine point of view. Nico Paz will obviously get more of a leading role, I think, in the next coming tournaments. But the likes of Paredes, Otamendi, they need to be phased out. I think, this kind of thuggery mentality from Argentina does need to stop. You can't be sore losers, and that does not apply to the likes of Messi, obviously McAllister, and so on and so forth. But overall, it was a fantastic World Cup. So many good moments to pick out from. I thought the third place playoff was absolutely incredible. England 6, France 4. Bellingham, standout player for England, 7 goals in the tournament, which beats the record of Harry Kane and Gary Lineker. So amazing, a World Cup from Jude and from England in general. Obviously, they froze in that moment against Argentina. But just quickly touching on Thomas Tuchel, I think Thomas Tuchel deserves at least another tournament to put it right. I'm not going to be quick to jump on it and say he should be sacked or anything like that. But yeah, all in all, I thought England carried themselves well. And for me, it's quite simple. England have to win the Euros on home soil, that is coming up. Even to start with the Nations League, they've got to just get something, They need to taste victory, Saka obviously got a nice hat-trick. He could have played more, I thought. Obviously, he wasn't that fit, but Tuchel should have trusted him in the moments where he needed to. But it's been a fantastic World Cup overall. France did what they did. All the superstars turned up. Norway's run was amazing. Erling Haaland had a blast as well at this World Cup. Germany disappointing, Some of the hosts did well, of course. Mexico winning 3 out of 3. Just so many endless moments in this World Cup. It has to be one of the best I've seen. But I still wouldn't rank it among my top 3 or top 4. But every World Cup is different. And once again, congratulations to Spain for winning it. But if I have to obviously switch to a Liverpool point of view now, I would say, yeah, I'm very delighted with Dominik Szoboszlai signing the new deal. I'll talk about that in a separate video, but this was just the main sort of reaction to the World Cup. And yeah, Spain winning their first World Cup since 2010, absolutely magnificent. I didn't see them winning it, I'll be real. I really thought that Brazil could go all the way, which was foolish of me, to say the least. But yeah, they were knocked out by Norway, and yeah, they're just not the same Brazil side anymore. But the right team won. Obviously, the semi-finals consisted of the 4 highest ranked nations, and that's no coincidence. Morocco, I thought, had another solid tournament, you know, reaching the quarters, only losing to France again, you know. But Morocco were brilliant, like I said. Yeah, there were so many standout moments from this World Cup. A few controversies, of course, you know, but all in all, I thought it was a really good World Cup. And once again, congratulations to España for being champions of the world. Ferran Torres with the winning goal. And yeah, Spain will look to dominate now. They will look to do exactly what they did when they won the Euros in 2008, when Ferran Torres, living up to the name, by the way, when El Nino scored the winning goal against Germany in 2008. And then they just went on to win and win and win, you know, winning the World Cup in 2010, the Euros against Italy, when Spain thumped them 4-0. It was the complete performance. But 9 times out of 10 with Spain, you're just always going to be entertained. They're always going to dominate the ball. And yeah, just a quick word on Rodri. As I said earlier in the video, fantastic. Honestly, he's completed his set now. The Ballon d'Or, the Champions League, the World Cup, and of course, numerous Premier League titles. And yeah, I just want to wrap up and say, you know, it's been a fantastic World Cup. And if you have any comments in the video, please feel free to let me know. Like and subscribe. I'll see if I can get back on track with some videos as well here. But yeah, I felt like I needed to do a reaction to the World Cup final. You know, I've been too busy to be doing reaction videos or anything like that. But this was the main event. Spain beat Argentina by 1-0, Ferran Torres, and the party will be endless in Spain. So yeah, incredible achievement for Spain, a second World Cup, and they will look to dominate now and defend the Euros that they won a few years ago in Germany. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to catch you in the next video. I will try to do a Liverpool video as well, because I want to say more about Dominik Szoboszlai and him signing his new contract. And of course, pre-season will be on the way soon. Lots of changes. We have managed to sign the likes of Xhaka and Munoz, who was part of the World Cup winning squad just now with Spain. Didn't play a single minute, but I'm looking forward to seeing him in action for Liverpool. And yeah, we will get underway very soon in pre-season. And yeah, I can't wait for it. It's going to be an interesting season under Andoni Iraola. I've done a little reaction when he was announced as the manager, and yeah, we just had to take a different turn, you know. But let's see. I'm looking forward to the season. As I said, football never stops. But the World Cup final is concluded. Spain are the champions of the world, and they deserve it. I'll catch you next time. Let me know if you have any thoughts in the comments, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.